you know, and it's not that I don't like seeing them, it's very difficult, especially in my family. I've got 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister, and just to want to like go get a meal is very, very difficult. I got a brother who's a vegetarian, we can't have meat. I got a sister, she's got celiac, so we can't have gluten. I've got a brother who's gay, we can't eat pussy. It's rough. There's not anything for everybody. And so, one of the other things about the holiday season too, it's my mom's dead. Not even one laugh. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys right now, Brian, you worked really hard on that disclaimer about offensive and appropriate. Why not? We're going to give that a workout. Let's see how this goes. So my mother passed away, and a couple days afterward, used to be a friend of ours. Turns out she was an absolutely righteous bitch. But she came up and she said, hey, just so you know, I've got a friend who's a medium. And if you want to speak to your mother, I can help you set that up. And in my head, I was like, first off, I met that bitch. She's a double XL, not a medium. But it was a nice gesture, but I was like, I'm not into all that hooking stuff. I don't believe in that. So about a month later, we're at a wedding reception together, and I see this woman across the room, this psychic, medium, whatever you want to call it. So I picked up a dinner roll. I looked at my wife, I picked up a dinner roll, and I threw that son of a bitch as hard as I could across the room, right in the side of her face. And I was like, ha ha! Yeah, if you were a real psychic, you would have seen that coming. And she looks me dead in the face and goes, your mom thought that was hilarious. Oh shit, my mom would laugh at that. One of the new things now, when people die, is you take their ashes and you put them in the jewelry. Super cool idea, right? So my daughters, my sister, my wife, all got these really cool necklaces with my mother's ashes in them. And it was super cool until a few days later, my wife has an amazing rack. And so we're in the middle of, well, I call her naked love. She's a lot more vulgar than that. And I look down and I happen to see this necklace between my wife's breasts with my mother's ashes in it. And I couldn't help but think, this is the worst threesome ever. I want to be straight with you guys. I like to be honest. It's very important. I do not support gay marriage. And the reason I don't support gay marriage is I feel like a gay man has enough pain in the ass without having to have a mother-in-law. It's kind of funny if you talk about that pain in the ass. My wife actually refers to butt stuff as Captain Crunch. Because in a moment it's absolutely amazing, but the next day you're like, that's sore. I can, of course, I fully support gay marriage for the simple fact that I support happiness. Live your life and do you. In fact, there's a lot of times where I wish I was gay. I'll give you a great example. Every goddamn time my wife and I try to discuss what we're going to have for dinner, I wish I was gay. Can you imagine how easy that would be? Hey, pizza? Yeah. Okay. Meat lovers? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Hey, you want to watch the game? Yeah. Okay. You just eat your pizza and then just... I'm like, good game, thank you. It's that simple. Like I guess it would be easier to be gay. Nobody knows how to absolutely not follow instructions more than your wife when she's trying to scratch your back. My wife is an amazing individual. She's wicked smart. She totally forgets what left, right, up, and down are. I'm like, it's right there. And then you're like, okay, just don't move. You hold your hand. I'm gonna move to you, and we just can't figure it out. Another reason I think a guy would be better at it. Another big difference between my wife and I, we recently became grandparents. And I don't think it's just a difference between my wife and I think it's probably a difference between men and women. My wife was like, she told everybody, oh my gosh, a couple of days ago, we got our first grandbaby, he's amazing, beautiful, he's so healthy. And I'm like telling everybody, hey, a couple of days ago, fuck this smoking hot grandma. That Facebook post did not get very many likes. The other thing, one thing that we didn't get rid of with our kids was wipes. Because they're helpful. Our youngest child at home is 10 years old. We still have wipes in the house because they're amazing, right? But now they make the flushable wipes, and they're designed to go into the septic system and be okay. And they say plumber approved. And I'm like, that's the guy you're calling when you fuck up your septic system and he's telling you it's okay to put them down there? That's like, hey, honey, I got these condoms. They're abortion doctor approved. My 13-year-old son is has been having trouble with a bully at school. Older kid, fat, loudmouth. My wife just informed me I can no longer homeschool him. I love signs in yards. One of my favorites is, drive like your kids live here. Which immediately wants me to just jerk the wheel through the front yard and right into the goddamn porch. The other one's slow children playing. Like you're warning me about a slow child, I can dodge a slow child. It's a fast child that I'm worried about. And it's beneficial because normally the slow kids are wearing helmets to begin with. So. I saw a beautiful pit bull dog the other day at the park. I was with my kids. And I asked them, oh my gosh, where did you get this absolutely beautiful dog? She goes, well, I actually saw a Facebook post and I clicked the link and I went to the website and I perused and I found what I thought maybe it was just going to be good with my family. And I read the description, I filled out the online form, I scheduled an appointment, I cruised in there, I met the dog, we spent a little bit of time together, I filled out 2 more forms and then the dog came home with us for a night to see how we do with the kids and the other dog that we have. I brought them back, they tested him, they tested me, they came out to the house, they looked around, they said, this is a safe environment for a dog, we're going to go ahead with $250, you can take this dog home. And then I looked at the woman sitting next to me with a car seat and I said, hey, where did you get that beautiful baby? And she said, I got fucking drunk on St. Patrick's Day. One of the things that we hear a lot in stand-up comedy is we talk about stereotypes. And stereotypes can be funny, they can also be offensive. But it also depends on how negative the impact of that stereotype is. But stereotypes, for a lot of times, they make me curious. And I'll give you a great example of that. So, friend Nicole, she's actually here tonight. We went to a Christmas party together, and I left early because I wasn't feeling well. So I messaged her that following Monday. I said, hey, I'm sorry I had to bail on you at the party. How did it go? She goes, well, it got kind of crazy. I ended up going home with a black guy. So immediately, white guy, right? The first question I have was like, okay, so, is it what they say, right? Is that true? And she goes, Peter, I came home with a black eye. And I was like, holy shit, it must have been huge if it gave you a black eye. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much for coming out on a Sunday. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. I'm actually kind of celebrating a little something personal tonight. 3 years ago, this week, I just had my first baby. Okay, thank you a third of you for giving a shit. All right. I'm actually, I've been thinking back to the day she was born because it was like the happiest, most exciting day. That was the day I started drinking again. I'm just kidding, I never stopped. Do we have our parents in the crowd? Parents, where you guys at? Parents? Okay. I love it. Some of you guys are too tired to even clap. Okay. I'm with ya. I don't know if you guys had a hard time naming your kids, but we did, right? We did. Yeah, we couldn't agree on a name. Couldn't agree. We're at the hospital. Our daughter's 2 days old. Still doesn't have a name. So I called my best friend from high school. She's like, well, it's easy. Just name her after where she was conceived. Because that's what she did. Like, her daughter's name is Brooklyn. She was conceived in New York. I was like, okay, that's cute. I mean, I can't do that. Like, I cannot name my child Walmart parking lot. What do you use for a middle name? Camaro bucket seat? Like, do it. We're gonna do a little party. And I had my birthday not too long ago. I went away for my birthday. Went to one of those places where you go to eat, and the service is terrible, or like intentionally rude and mean to you. Yeah, my parents' house. I had to tip. It was not fun. And I got the worst gifts from my parents. Worst gifts. I'm not trying to be up here being all ungrateful, but here's what my parents got me for my birthday. They got me a gym membership. Yeah, it gets worse, and a scale. That is what my mother actually got me, and I was so offended. I was like, oh, hello. Like, clearly I asked for the diet pills and crystal meth. Not losing weight the old-fashioned way, I'll tell you that. We're very bad gift givers, my family. We're very bad. Especially during the holidays, right? Like, we actually had to start doing this thing last Christmas where we decided stop doing individual gifts, and we're going to do one family gift that everyone can enjoy. Yeah, let me tell you, my husband loves the family Coach purse that I bought us. He wears it to Target. He's a big fan. But it's good to be here. Very nice to be here. I'm from the mean streets of Owasso, Michigan. Oh, wow. Are you from there?
No, I had one semester at Meijer.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if you were like, yeah, I'm from Muskegon, just a big fan. But okay. You were there for a little bit. All right. I like being from Michigan. I do. I don't know about you guys. One of the things I love about Michigan, I love their casinos. Right? Like all over the state, Battle Creek, Detroit, Mount Pleasant, all the casinos. Because where else can you go and see somebody on an oxygen tank still smoking 3 cigarettes at the same time? It's the best, right? And I think it's kind of fun. We live, we're kind of international. We live so close to Canada. I used to go over there a little bit with my mom to Windsor. Because my mom, she's kind of like this wild, sassy lady. She used to go to this place right across the border in Windsor, Ontario, and it was called Danny's, and it was a male strip club. Yeah, wow, all right. Do you know it? Oh, okay, all right. She's like, I want to know more. Okay, yeah, well, it was a male strip club. It's closed now, sadly, but it was a male strip club, and my mom used to go there. I mean, she only went there to visit my dad on his lunch break.
No, they met.
Like the only one wearing a G-string, black socks, and sandals. It's not. But it's cool. I love doing stand-up. I've got to meet a lot of really cool people doing stand-up. A couple weird ones, right? A lot of weird ones, if I'm being honest. But I was doing this one show not too long ago, and after the show, there's this short guy who goes walking right up to me. He's like, "Hey, you're a tall drink of water." Like, all right. What do you say back to that? Like, woo, thanks. You're a short little juice box. Just want to squeeze you. I mean, you're probably not going to be poking me with your little straw, but... All right, not a big fan of the Capri Sun dick jokes, you guys. Well, I hope as the year has been winding down, I hope it was a good year for you. I had a decent year, I guess. I've been watching a lot of the news lately. I've been doing that, and COVID's been in the news a lot this year. Probably never gonna go away, right? Did you guys see this? They were actually offering free beer and free childcare if you get the vaccine. Yep, I've now been vaccinated 27 times. Mama likes the deal. I do. I saw this in the news. I thought this was so funny. Do you guys know the Deja Vu strip club chain, that place? Look how quiet all the guys all of a sudden got. They're like, no idea what you're talking about. I think the closest one's in Kalamazoo, right? And I thought this was great. Apparently, the Deja Vu strip club chain, in honor of the holiday season, they're actually offering a charity program where if you bring a can of food in for the needy, they will let you in for free. I thought it was amazing. It's like, ooh, Deja Vu, sing with the world, one lap dance at a time. Cans for cans. It's fun. I've been trying to be productive this year. I've been failing miserably, but I have been trying. My goal by January 1st is I want to deep clean, and get organized, get my life together. And so I have a friend. She's a professional organizer. So I called her up, try to get a little advice. This is what she told me. She's like, here's what you do. You really want to deep clean, organize your whole place. You got to go through it, the whole thing. And if there's anything that you haven't touched in the last 6 months, get rid of it because you don't need it. Yeah, so apparently I'm getting divorced. I learned a lot about myself in November. I'm kidding, I'm not, but I do always like to ask. I've been going to a lot of weddings this year, and I always like to ask, round of applause, anybody in the crowd getting married or recently get married? Anybody doing that? Okay, big town for love, Grand Rapids. Right, what about this table? Are we married You didn't get a lap dance from my dad then? Or? If you want a do-over, he's in the car. Yeah. Make it happen. Because I've been going to, like I said, I've been going to a lot of weddings, went to a bunch of bachelorette parties. I didn't know this. The first time I ever went to a bachelorette party, I didn't know you had to get all the stuff. Right? Like the crowns and the sashes, and they got some weird stuff out there on the market. They have this stuff now, this is a real thing, vegan bondage gear. Yeah, I'll explain. Basically, you can get like all your S&M, whips, harnesses, all that stuff, now made out of leather and animal skin in order not to be mean to the animal. And I think that's amazing. Because it is so important to be compassionate to animals when you're beating the hell out of somebody. Gotta use the whip made out of asparagus instead, you know? 50 shades of tofu right there. See, I think it's better though. I think it's better to not do a bachelorette party than to do a lame one. Alright? Like here's what one of my friends made us do at her bachelorette party. Tell me what you guys think of this. She loves the movie Twilight. The original, okay? The one most people stopped liking in middle school, but she thinks it's the most romantic movie ever made. Reminds her of fiance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so at the bachelorette party, not only did she make us watch the movie, but after the movie, we all go around in a circle, and we all just say which team we were on. Team Edward or Team Jacob. Yeah. And it got to my turn, and I was just like, neither. I'm on Team Twilight is really unrealistic. Because here's the thing, I can believe a vampire might exist. Maybe even a werewolf. I'm pretty open-minded. But a high school boy who's going to stick around with a girl for over a year when she's not putting out? Not buying that, sorry. Not in Owasso. I don't think so. I'm glad that all my friends were, and kudos again, I'm 47 years, it's amazing. I'm glad all my friends were all, settled down, married. I'm glad for it, because I was terrible at dating. I was so bad at it. I actually had to make a list of all the things that I was looking for in a guy to date, and I was sharing with you guys tonight. And if there's single people in the crowd, or single friends, I hope I can help you out, okay? So this was my list. Everything that I was looking for in a guy to date. Let me know if it's reasonable, okay? So here we go. Everything that I wanted. Number 1, must have a phone. What do you think? Reasonable? Yeah, okay. Usually indicates employment, which I like, so. All right, what about this one? Number 2, must not have an STD. Yeah. I love it. You're looking at me like that should have been number 1, actually. Yeah. Okay, all right. Noted. Okay, so phone, no STD. Yeah, and that was it. That was the whole list. And I am happy to report to you guys 2 nights. I have finally settled down with someone who meets half that criteria. Thank you. He has a phone. Do we have single people? By round of applause, single people? You guys want to go to Meijer after the show or something? Okay, all right. What about my married folks? I know we got almost 47, but married people? Wow, a lot of that enthusiasm, everybody. Woo! All right. I'll share this. I think the last several years, I think they've been tough, right? They've been tough for love, no matter what your status is, right? Single, married, and anywhere in between. I think they've been hard. Like, I had a bad Valentine's Day. And I know it's December, and that was back in February, but I'm bringing it up because I'm still bitter, okay? Because I got the worst gifts. Worst gifts for Valentine's Day. Again, not trying to be ungrateful. But here's what I got for Valentine's Day. I got a pair of fuzzy pajamas, complete with beaties and buttons on the ass. Yeah, that's an awkward gift to get from your boss. It was a family business. It was strange. Well, I will leave you guys on this. I do a lot of driving for comedy, and one of the things that I like to do when I'm driving is I like to look at the bumper stickers people have. Because you see some crazy ones out there, right? Like, I gotta share with you guys the worst one I've ever seen, okay? It's like 6 months ago, driving down I-75 near Toledo, Ohio. I'm not trying to be dirty, this was a direct quote, okay? I passed this little gem. Here's what it said. It said, better a blowjob than no job. I know, when I'm driving by, I was like, are you serious?
like a currency exchange rate situation. In Canada, I'm $1.25. You know what I'm saying? You guys are fun. I am recently single though, dude. That's pretty cool, I guess. My ex told me that she loved me like a sister, but I watched sister porn. We did not have sex that much. That's pretty good, right? I just thought of that. Oh yeah, hold on, I had another one. Oh, that's what it was. I was dating somebody. I was dating a comedian, and that was my first ever comedian that I ever dated. And I thought that was like a unique experience. It kind of got me a little anxious, worried, because it's like, I don't know, comedy's sort of intimate. We know each other's business. I was freaking out about it a little bit. I was freaking out about it a lot. And I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and she said, I've never been with a girl before. I go, oh yeah, everything's way harder. You know what I mean? I might date a comic again. I could do so bad she doesn't date another girl. You know what I mean? I feel like my shit's more on the line. No? Alright. Cool, I guess. I don't know. I said I was a lesbian. I'll do that a couple times. I like to do it at least 3 when I perform. For me, it's like, do you remember when we were kids, we used to play Bloody Mary? You know, you'd serenade 3 times in the mirror, and then she'd appear and she'd kill you. I think if I don't say I'm a lesbian on stage 3 times, that's going to happen to me. Except for it's just going to be a straight guy named Kyle, and he's going to be like, hey, I like your set. One time after a show, my friend came up to me and he was like, oh, I like your set. And I was like, and he was like, I'm doing your joke. And I go, you think that I think you're a man? You're one of the good ones, so a woman to me. I don't give a fuck. No, I love being a lesbian. My favorite thing about being a lesbian is that when I masturbate, I'm still technically having sex with a woman. Yeah. It's my little loophole. It's how to keep my numbers up when I'm feeling down, you guys. This confidence comes from somebody who fucks. It's just me, though. You know what I mean? I walk around like, I get it in, brother. Myself. Also, I feel like I have to say that it's technically having sex with a woman because I feel like I'm barely a girl. I'm gonna get woke, but trust me, these jokes kill in Ann Arbor. It's very gay there. I don't know how to explain it. I'm barely a girl. I feel like I'm a girl the same way that graphic novels are considered books. You know, like yeah, but also no. You know, my pronouns are she, her, but with the acknowledgement that all words are made up. And we're all just energy, man. Gender, I barely know her. But how old is she? Who's she going? You know what I'm saying? I also do enough drugs to where I feel barely human. Any of you old fucks on acid? Is that funny? I'm just kidding. You guys look great and you're not old at all. Sometimes I do this show, it's a lot of old people, guys. We can acknowledge that, right? He said the show was 16 years old. Nothing in comedy lasts that old that isn't gross. Is that funny? Sorry, Brian, I love you. Thanks for having me. I won't come back, you guys. Think about that. I'm just kidding. There's 2 Nicoles on the lineup. You could easily think I'm the other one. I wait tables for a living. I told you that. I worked at a fancy restaurant. I knew it was fancy because we had aioli on the menu. Are you guys familiar with that? You guys heard of that? You ever seen mayonnaise in a tuxedo? That's what that is. There's not even anything, dude. But I worked in Lansing, Michigan. Let me tell you, Lansing, Michigan has never ever lived up to aioli standards. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of a shithole, I'll say, dude. And I know that it's never lived up to aioli standard because last weekend during the dinner rush, this lady kept ordering all her areolas on the side, you guys. Dude, her areolas, her friend's areolas, she was saying areolas so much, I was like pretty sure I was being pranked. You know what I mean? Like she was in her van with her friends, passing a blunt. Like we're gonna see how many times you can say areolas before a waitress breaks character. Not me, dude, I didn't crack once. In fact, when she left, I said, here's your habanero areolas to go, babe. I said, careful, they're sensitive. I mean spicy. You got it. And thanks so much for having me. One more time for Brian B, dude. What a nice guy. I'm not done yet, Brian. I just wanted to give you shouts. I'm gonna do another 10 if you don't mind. Is that funny? You guys can't eat. He's gonna lock the doors. No, I do. I perform all over, and I've been at it for a couple of years. But it's weird. They recently changed it. They don't call it stage fright anymore, except for they changed it to performance anxiety, which sounds a lot like my dick doesn't work. So they better change that. Change that back right now. Can't fuck, not me, dude. I'll fuck everyone in here. It's not gay if it's on principle, you guys. It's gayer. Gotcha. Get in the parade. I do. And then also, guys, thanks for having me. You can also, I have some merchandise. It's a paperclip. What? If you buy a paperclip, I'll give you a free sticker. Isn't that adorable? I do. I go over the country and I give out and I paperclips, and you can get merch. My merch just has my Instagram on it. That's really all I want. I'm not famous enough to care about anything else than my Instagram following. McFancy Von Pants. That's my name, dude. I know it's a mouthful, but it always gets a laugh when they ask for my email at Five Below, okay? That's what I'm doing it for. Dude, McFancy Von Pants. You can also just look me up, Nicole Melnick. That's my name. There are other Nicole Melnicks on Instagram. I'm just also following them, so when they get followers, I get followers. You don't gotta find me, I'll find you. One of the Nicole Melnicks has more followers than me, that lucky bitch. I already cracked that code, dude. Just whenever she posts something, I post the exact same thing. I don't know where I'm gonna get a baby, but I'm committed to the bit, you guys. And I told my friends about the Nicole Melnick, because now I feel like Spider-Man in the multiverse. I log in every day, I'm like, what are we up to? And I think, what I've discovered is I think that all the Nicole Melnicks are straight. I don't want to put them in any boxes, unless they want to be, but I think that they're all straight. I told my friend, he goes, you don't want them to be gay? A little bit. I go, no, I don't think so. Because I think if ever Nicole Melnick was gay, in order for me to be special, I'd have to be straight. Yuck. Hear that, straight people? Ew. Any straight people here tonight, make some noise. Not tonight. You're gay. I got the microphone, dude. You're all gay. You're gay till the show's over, dude. I'll let you be gay in the parking lot with your doors locked. Don't do that shit in front of me. You guys are fun. And then, thank you so much. And then I'll get out of here on this last joke. Back to what wait tables. Where I wait tables at? The kitchen manager. He was also a personal trainer on the side. In the same way, he was a personal trainer in the same way that I'm a stand-up comedian on the side. So he's very successful at it. But so sometimes at work he hits with like cool body facts or like anatomy trivia. One time he asked me and my coworker, he said, hey, if you could lose 3 toes with 3 fingers, which would you rather lose? And me and my coworker were like, toes. Easy, right? He goes, I don't think you fully understand. If you lose the wrong 3 toes, you might never have balance for the rest of